In order to graph the equation, you need to get your equation into standard y equals mx plus b form, which is the standard form for a linear equation. So in this case, y minus 4x equals 0 needs to be changed to adding 4x to both sides, and we get y equals 4x. Now if we identify our slope, remember it's the number in front of the x, so our slope in this case is 4, and our b, or our y-intercept, since there's no number after the 4x, we can consider it like plus 0, and our b would be 0. This doesn't mean there isn't a y-intercept, it just means that this line intercepts the y-axis at 0, like right here. Now since our slope is 4, or 4 over 1, we count up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right 1. And if we connect these 2 points, we get our line, which represents the equation y minus 4x equals 0. Okay, for number 2, to get it in standard form, we need to add x to both sides. So we'll get y equals x plus 5. The slope in this case is 1, and the y-intercept is 5. So we start by finding our y-intercept of 5, which would be right here. Notice we're counting by 2's. And our slope is positive 1, which would be up 1 and to the right 1, up 1 and to the right 1. So this line would look like this. Now moving on to number 3, we have the equation 2y plus 4x equals negative 2. Now first thing we want to do is divide out a 2 from every term, because we do not want a coefficient in front of the y value. So we will get y plus 2x equals negative 1. Subtract 2x from both sides, and we will get y equals negative 2x minus 1. Our slope is negative 2. Our y-intercept is negative 1. We'll plot the negative 1 there. Now notice our slope is negative 2, so we're going to go down 2 and to the right 1. Okay, and if we continue that pattern here to help us draw the line, it will look like this. Notice it has a negative slope, and our line goes down from left to right. Our next equation is a little tricky because it has the value of y equals 4. So there is no slope because there's no x value. We could rewrite it as y equals 0x plus 4, but the slope is 0. So that would mean our slope is 0 and our y-intercept is 4. So our line will intercept here, and a line with 0 slope is a horizontal line. So anytime you have y equals and just a number without any x value, then it's a horizontal line. For numbers 4 and 5, we are given the slope and the y-intercept, so we just need to plot the y-intercept here at negative 3, and our slope is positive 2, which is 2 up to the right 1, 2 up and to the right 1, and so on. And we connect the dots. In example 6, my y-intercept is at 4. My slope is negative 1/2, so I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 2, down 1 and to the right 2. Notice that line is decreasing as we go left to right. And now on this page, we're going to determine the equation by looking at the graph. So the first thing we need to do is find out what our slope and what our y-intercept is. So if we look at the graph, it's easy to see what the y-intercept is. It's right there at 3. And our slope, we can actually just count. We're going up 2 and to the right 1. So that's 2 over 1, or just 2. So remember, if we follow y equals mx plus b, we can plug in our values for m, which is 2, plus b, which is 3. And this is the equation of that line on the graph. For number 8, we notice that our y-intercept is 4, and our slope, we count 1, 2, 3 to the right, 3 up and 3 to the right. So that would be 3 over 3, or 1. So y equals 1x plus 4, or you can leave it as y equals x plus 4. Number 9, look to see where the graph intersects the line. It's right here. intersects the y-axis at -1. So that means our b value will be -1. Our slope, if we pick this point and move to our other point, we're going 1, 2, 3 up, but to the left, 1, 2. So we went 3 to the right, which is +3, but -2 to the left. So that means our slope is -3/2. So the equation of this line, y equals mx plus b form, would be y equals -3/2 minus 1. Because our slope is -b, we subtract the 1. For the graph number 10, we find our y-intercept to be 2, so b equals 2. And our slope would be up 1, so that's 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, or +4. So that would mean our equation is y equals 1/4 x plus 2. And our last two graphs, if you notice, this line is intersecting the y-intercept at -1, and there's no slope. The slope is 0. So the equation to this, if we were to follow y equals mx plus b, it would be y equals 0x minus 1, or just y equals -1. And the last graph, the y-intercept is here at +3. And our slope, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and 1 to the right. So it's -4 over +1. So our slope is -4. In y equals mx plus b form, we'll have y equals -4x plus 3.